Hey, so I'm documenting my raw journey. This is about my third official day. Well, I say official because I decided to come up with a day where I decided, okay, I can't say that I'm transitioning anymore. I can't cheat and say, oh, well, I'm transitioning. So that was April 1st. Technically, I've been pretty much 100% raw for 3 weeks. I think the first week I used almond milk purchased from the store in my smoothies, but whatever. I don't do that anymore. So, and then, yeah, I cheated a couple of times because I was like, well, I'm still transitioning, so, but the cooked food made me feel terrible. Awful, awful. If you're going to cheat with cooked food in the beginning, do like steamed broccoli. Don't decide you're gonna eat tofu or whatever. So, why I'm raw, I don't really have a reason. I don't have any problems. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm not looking for more energy. I'm a pretty healthy person, but it's just something it's something I kind of learned about a long time ago, back when I became vegan. But I was like, why would anybody want to be raw? I just thought the idea was so weird. You think cooking food is evil? But the thing is, when I hear that a group of people is something, for example, when I found out my grandmother was vegan, I want to know, why would anybody want to be vegan? So I Google, why be vegan? So with raw foods, I did that, why be raw? And I found a little bit of information saying that a lot of the nutrients were cooked out of the food. I was like, well, that's not a big deal. So I didn't really take it seriously. I actually didn't take it seriously when I first became raw. Well, I did, but I was telling myself originally I was going to be raw. When I'm a really old woman, I'll be like 80% raw, I think is what I said. And I'll gradually get there. And then I had some really vivid dreams that were pushing me into being raw. So I just decided I would become raw. So here I am. So tips for beginners, and I'm still a beginner, so these are tips that have helped me so far. Everyone's different, so do what works for you. I had no appetite becoming raw. No appetite. I didn't want to eat. I would just be forcing food into my system. After a couple of bananas, I'd gag. After eating 2 or 3 oranges, I'd gag. It was terrible. Horrible. And people are saying, oh, you need to eat more calories, more calories. And I really think the best way to go about it is to be easy with yourself. If you feel really full and you feel sick, stop. Don't keep eating. At least in my opinion, I don't think you should keep eating. I don't think it's a good idea. I think you should allow yourself time to rest and adjust. Plus, stuffing all of the food into your stomach quickly is not a good idea anyway. You shouldn't be eating 12 bananas in 2 seconds. We're not doing an eating contest here. You're putting nutrients into your body. Your body can only process so many nutrients at a time. So it's actually better to eat smaller meals throughout the day. So that's my recommendation. Instead of eating 10 bananas in one sitting, aim for 5 bananas. Or if you can't do that, aim for 3 bananas. And just do that. That's a little easier. Though, for me, I wasn't doing that. I've started doing that more now, but before it was still difficult for me because I'll just be on my computer all day and be like, oh no, it's dark, I should eat something before I go to bed, and I have to jam everything in. Don't do that. Stick to simple foods in the beginning. When you become raw as a beginner, most people, I didn't even know anything about a U1010. The first thing you're going to want to do is buy a raw cookbook. And you're going to see all the recipes, and you're going to be excited, oh my god, I can still make pizza, I can still make bread, I can still make cheese. And then you're going to eat it, and you're going to realize, this tastes nothing like it at all. This cheese does not taste like real cheese. Ew, this is disgusting, right? It doesn't taste anything like pizza. That's what you're going to feel like. So go easy on yourself. Just stick with simple foods, because if you try to make too many of these gourmet foods trying to replace what you're used to eating, you might end up being so disappointed to the point where you're like, why am I doing this? That's how I felt. I would make spaghetti with the noodles, and I just wasn't loving it. I really wasn't. I'd rather just sit there and eat the actual zucchini than spiralize it and put sauce on it and call it spaghetti. Again, I'm different. People might eat it and think it tastes exactly like spaghetti, but for people like me, I made a cashew cheese, and I think people are like, oh yeah, you won't even know. It tastes just like cheese, or whatever. No, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't taste anything like cheese at all. It tastes like nuts blended up with stuff in it. That's what it tastes like. So I feel a lot happier with just eating bananas and oranges, because I know what bananas taste like, I know what oranges taste like. You eat it, you eat what's expected. So stick with that immediately. I'm not saying don't make gourmet foods. Clearly, if you're doing 80-10-10, you want to stay away from gourmet foods anyway. But there's nothing wrong with giving yourself a treat every once in a while. But on the same token, don't make these gourmet meals expecting them to taste all that great. You're probably going to need to ease your body into the different flavors that you're going to be tasting, which is going to be not, the spicy stuff and all the sugar and oil and fat. So it's better to kind of adjust more into that. Yeah, go easy on yourself. Don't be strict about it. Don't be really anal. Don't have an all or nothing attitude. If you can't do raw, there's definitely nothing wrong with eating rice or other starches. I don't really know much about the starch solution, but you can read the book, I guess. In my opinion, I don't think it'll be the end of the world if you eat a little bit of rice. Oh no, I'm not 100% raw. Whatever. I mean, do what works for you. And don't be anal about it. Don't be like those people who walk around like, oh my god, you're eating onions. Kill you. Okay, people like that, they have problems, and they're probably like that in every aspect of their life, food being one of them. But yeah, I probably rambled on long enough, but whatever. I'm also gonna do vlogs on astral projection. That's it. Probably can't say. Oh, and I'm breaking out. You see that? Pimples. Yeah, I'm breaking out. I'm not drinking enough water either, so that's another reason. I drink so much water and now my breakout looks a lot better. I think I saw a pimple here. You have one there. I think I have one on my chin. Yeah. So you might get some pimples, deal with it, whatever, it's not a big deal. I'll do my first astral projection vlog tomorrow after I start trying it tonight. So we'll see how it works. I have nothing to say. It's probably a really boring vlog for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I tried. It's really rainy. That's why I'm recording this also, because it's rainy and rain is fun. Okay, have a fruity day or fruity dreams or whatever. Okay. Be the bigger person. Don't get on people's nerves with your diet. You're not better than anybody because of what you put in your body. I'm just saying.